Let's leave. Alright, and I guess I'll do the places in order. So we're going to the dorm room first. What was this again? It's just locked? Oh, that's gonna be Scarf Boy's place. It's just still locked at this point. This is Roma's room, huh? So where's his video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe he put it on his bookcase. Kaito opened all the drawers one by one, checking each of them. That's weird. I can't find it anywhere. I see. So we can't find it. That's alright. That's a clue in itself. Huh? What do you mean? You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, there's a high possibility that Ryoma had the culprit's motive video. If their motive video was left at the scene, they would immediately be suspicious. Oh, alright. See you later, sir. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I still don't know if I buy this. The whole, like, whoever had his video must have wanted him dead. That doesn't really make sense. Sure, if somebody saw their own video, then that would be motivation for them to kill somebody because they want to graduate, they want to get out. But just saying, oh, I know that this person has the video that shows, you know, my family or parents or whoever in peril, that means I should kill them. I don't know where he came up with this. There's no reason the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence. That's true. And the video is not in the room, which means... So it's just like we thought. The video was the motive. Yes, that's the best explanation that I can think of. Alright, that's just what I'd expect from my top sidekick. What's the matter, Shuichi? Nothing. By the way, I was thinking, maybe we should have watched those motive videos after all. What? Yeah. They showed the most important people to us, right? So maybe we should have watched them, without looking away from the truth. At the time, I agreed with Kibo, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind. And if we were worried about watching them alone, we could have just watched them together. Watch them together? Yeah, we should have gathered together and watched all the videos. Share everybody's motives. Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'll be possible with everyone. That's what cooperation is, right? That's what Kokichi was trying to do. Huh? Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. That's why he forced us into the same room. Do you think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way? Yeah. No. If that's what he wanted, he could have just asked us. That's what a normal person would have done, but the thing is, he's not normal. Maybe he did want us to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us. That's true. It's impossible to know what Kokichi is thinking. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor for once. I should investigate it here as well, just to be safe. Just like my room. Yeah, my closet's like this too. It's packed with nothing but my uniforms. Really? It must be the same for everyone. There's no Cubs pad here though, so the culprit must have taken it. It's a normal bed. It looks like the one in my room. I don't see the cub's bed there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Do they really want us to inspect the whole room? Where can we go? Oh, we can go. On our way to Pool Town. The water level hasn't changed, but I can see something floating in it. There's an inner tube floating in the pool. It looks like a big sturdy rubber one. Let me guess, some idiots didn't clean up after themselves. Wasn't expecting bears. Don't look at us. I don't like water, I prefer juice. We get heavier when our cotton absorbs water. It makes losing weight a nightmare. I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun. You know, Monodam might be onto something. I kinda wanna go in the pool now. Yeah, who cares about losing weight? Idiots, we're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pits of hell. We're the Mono Cubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around. If you don't get it, I'll throw y'all into the pool myself. Please don't. Monoskate, please stop. Can't we all just get along? You saying if we don't get along, I'll end up like Mono Kid? Alright, come on. Now what? So then, it was one of us that put the inner tube there, not the Mono Cubs? Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the case. Isn't related to the case? If it were just for playing around, then why is there a rope tied to it? What could that be for? That is intriguing. But I didn't get a bullet. Huh? There's something else floating in the pool. It looks like a little piece of fabric. It's just trash, right? It's nothing to be worried about. We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash. Yes, but... Perhaps it's just my intuition, but it does bother me. I should learn to trust it sometimes. My intuition is the ultimate detective. Black piece of fabric. Game window. You can see the gym's window over there. That's the window we investigated from at the top of the stage in the gym. I mean, it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it with just a ladder. I agree. The ladder only barely reached the window, and it was on the stage. If that's the case, it might have been hard for someone to have gone through there. Yeah, you might be right. This building is the school building. That must mean that that window goes somewhere. Most of the windows are blocked off, but that one looks normal. What room has that window? That's a point of interest. This is the pool's equipment shed. I'll take a look inside just in case. Huh? Is that an electric air pump? I see. You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. There doesn't seem to be anything else worth inspecting. We can't stay here. Okay. Oh, no, okay, he's wrong. For a moment, I thought I had uncovered something, but I did not. It's a large diving board. It looks like something you'd find at a resort. Nothing about it has changed. Didn't I got stuck in here for several minutes last time I came in here. But there was something they wanted me to inspect, but I couldn't figure out. Do I have to re-inspect the inner tube? No. There's one that I find particular, also some specifications. The pool is a certain number of feet. Oh, no jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime. Whoa, where'd you come from? I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a train or a car, that's on you. But the pool is off limits at nighttime. See? No swimming at nighttime.
That would be a violation, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the exercise. You'd go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet.
Since that's the case, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime?
Well, at the very least, no one alive. No swimming at nighttime. That just might play into this case. So someone killed him the day before, left the body in this area overnight, and then in the morning, during the show, or just before the show, got him up to that window and dumped him into the back side of the tank, I guess. Shuichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the case? We got all psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there were any clues here.
Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it's related to this case.
But you know, if that inner tube is related to the case, the culprit is pretty careless. If it was related to the case, why didn't they clean it up? Just leaving it sitting out like that, don't you think that's straight up careless?
No, even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around here that you could use to get to the inner tube. The water level is so low you couldn't grab the tube even if you did manage to bring it closer.
Then why not just jump in and fish it out by hand? Oh, that's right, they couldn't get in the water. Couldn't get in the water. Yes, I suppose you could think of it that way. Okay. Now we gotta go check out the 2 workshops, and we've got plenty of time. Something else may come up before we get to the trial, but I think either way, we're fine. We can finish it up in an hour or less. Upstairs. So we think that the handcuffs came from here, even though I don't see any indication that this has anything to do with the Ultimate Prisoner. The Ultimate Tennis Pros Lab. Alright, I'll catch you later, Ludofax. Good to see you. You too. The handcuffs that were found in the tank came from here, and if the handcuffs came from here, that means the culprit was here as well. They may have left a trace of evidence.
This room is a little different from when we were here before. It feels off.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
Nothing. Anyway, let's figure out the handcuffs.
We should take care of that problem first. Even though the net has changed. Maybe? Oh, okay, this looks very prisoner-like. This is the first time I've been in here. It's a shower room, but it feels less like the Ultimate Tennis Pros.
And more like the Ultimate Prisoner's Lab.
Do you think it was made that way on purpose? Did they remodel the shower just for that?
Yeah, I think they did.
Jeez, Monokuma's got bad taste. Well, we already knew that. There they are, the handcuffs.
Look, Kaito, handcuffs hanging on the wall. As they do.
Oh, they look like the ones in the tank. Oh wait, are they the same?
I think so. Here, look. See? One empty hook. The handcuffs we found must have been hung here.
That means the culprit was definitely here. Handcuffs updated. This is a pretty big stone sink. You could fill it up with a lot of water. Did they drown him in here?
What's this? Scratches on the stone, like something was scraped against it.
You're right. What made them?
These scratch marks are clearly not natural. They must have been made by some kind of metal. That is interesting.
That's a really big clue. I thought that the sink was just going to be a throwaway, like, look at this. Does this overlook the pool? This window has no vines or barbed wire or bars blocking it. Could it be? There was that one window I could see from the pool area. This might be it. I'm going to open it and check. Oh, did they string a zip line? They strung a zip line or something from here to the other window. Okay.
Yes, this is definitely it.
プールから見えたあの窓って星君の研究教室の窓だったんだ。
3階だから結構な高さだが、うまく水に飛び込めば一気にプールまで行けるな。ただし夜時間はプールには入れねえんだよな。山君。
We just saw this flashback. I'm not reading it again. Why did he say no one alive?
I believe he was hinting that a dead person wouldn't be considered to be breaking the rules. Which means it is possible that a dead body was in the gym or pool at nighttime.
So there's a chance Ryoma was carried to the gym after he was killed? But you know, there's no point carrying his body there even if you can't get it in. They used a zip line.
I don't know if it's safe to say there was no point.
Wait a sec, what's this? Wow, excuse me.
Huh?
No.
Look, there's weird scratches on the window frame.
Yeah, it's as if something scraped against it.
These marks are similar to the ones that were on the gym's window frame. I'm positive these marks aren't the result of opening and closing the window normally. This window frame is sturdy as well. The gym's window frame was the same way. It looks like it would hold, even with a lot of weight on it.
Shuichi.
Now you understand, right, Shuichi?
What?
Oh.
How amazing I am to have noticed such a super ultra important clue.
宇宙に轟く桃田カイトだぜ。
Momoto Kaito daze. It's all in the day's work for Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars. I mean, I found a pretty important clue too, but I won't say that. Markhead window frame. We came here to confirm my suspicions about the handcuffs found in the tank, but we found even more important clues than I expected. Together with the fact that this is Ryoma's own lab, there are too many points of concern to be mere coincidence. It must be important evidence.
Oi.
It seems like you figured something out. You seem more confident. Alright, then on to the next place. There's no point staying here.
Right.
And I think that means we only have one more place to investigate.
No.
So, where should we go? As he came out of the shower room, Kaito tripped and fell to the ground. The hell? Something's caught on my leg.
It looks like a cable.
Oh.
Is this for the tennis net? Man, whoever left this here should have put it in the corner. Wait, the tennis net?
I see. So that's why this room felt odd.
I should investigate this in detail.
The reason I thought this room felt off is because of the net. When I came here last time, the tennis net was up. But now the cable has been removed.
So, like, someone took the cable off. Why would they do that?
あのさ、
Kaito, can you help me? I want to measure how long this cable is.
No need. It's just about 50 feet long.
What?
Oh, I was in the tennis club till middle school, so I know how long the cable is.
You were in the tennis club?
そうだな。
That's why it pissed me off so much that Ryoma was acting like
あ
that.
のさ、
Did you know Ryoma from before?
お
I never met him, but I heard a lot about him.
つうか、
I mean, these days, there's no one who's played tennis that hasn't heard of him. He's been a tennis legend since middle school. He was like a hero to every tennis kid.
たくよ。
And then, once I finally got to meet him, he became a coward. That pissed me off so much, I ended up being too hard on him.
くそ。
But regretting that now won't help. There's nothing I can do. So what's suspicious about the length of the cable? Did something about it bother you?
いや、
No, nothing specific. I was just checking.
So detectives get bothered by small details, huh? Like an overbearing mother-in-law nitpicking a young wife. It's a strange analogy.
と、
What is that analogy?
So that was used as the zip line. So we have an idea of how he got to the tank. But we don't know who or why or when, really. What are you guys hanging out for? Pardon me.
あのさ、
Maki, what are you doing here?
ね
Earlier, you said that you weren't going to help us investigate. Were you serious about that?
え、別に。
You'll be fine, even if I don't help. Right? You're the detective, not me. Or do you think you can't solve this case on your own?
と、
That's completely different. This is...
That's pretty harsh, but my sidekick is working his ass off. Sidekick?
おう。
Yep, Shuichi's my sidekick now.
ね
Shouldn't it be the other way around? The dumb one should be the sidekick.
と
The dumb one? I'm more of a scientist type guy, so this stuff isn't really my thing.
あのさ、
Wouldn't being a scientist be helpful for an investigation?
つうか、
More importantly, why have you been here the whole time? Is there a reason?
そうね。
Why do you care?
いや、
Because it's been bothering me. You've been in here ever since this room opened up. Almost as if you're keeping watch, making sure no one else enters.
意味わかんない。
Is this an interrogation?
いや、
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to talk to me, Maki. If this has nothing to do with the case, please tell me so.
あのさ、
It's true that you don't have to help us if you don't want to,
いいかな。
but you should at least cooperate with our investigation,
だってさ、
because all our lives are on the line.
あ、そう。
Even if I did cooperate, I wouldn't be any help. Mostly because I've been in here for the last several days. I've only gone back to my room at night to shower, including last night.
あのさ、
Then can I ask you this? Did you see Gonta at all last night? Gonta was searching the grounds last night, trying to capture all of us.
どうして？
How were you able to avoid being caught?
This, like, was this optional? Was this an optional conversation that I just stumbled into? Or is, I mean, if we get a truth bullet from this, then it's guaranteed that we had to come talk to her eventually.
あ、
Gonta did stop by, but I managed to chase him off somehow. All I did was tell him, if you lay a hand on me, you'll choke to death on your own tongue. That's all. So Gonta got scared off by that? Well, I guess he would hold back against a girl. As I listened to Maki's testimony, a question grew in my mind. Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? What reason did she have for that?
ね
Are we done here? You're wasting your time talking to me. I don't know anything.
おう。
Okay, I'm done here.
Huh? You are?
そうだな。
Well, her alibi is a little shaky, but I don't think she killed Ryoma. That's what my instincts are telling me.
なあ、
But if you remember anything, be sure to tell Shuichi, okay?
信じてる
He's
ぜ。
my sidekick, you know? He's pretty good. In the end, the only thing we were able to get out of Maki is that she was here the whole time. but no one else can verify that testimony. That might be a problem later. It was a truth bullet, so this must be something that we couldn't have skipped. If we went to go check out the other thing, they would have said, let's go find somebody else to talk to.
Huh? What are you doing here, Kirubi?
We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person present, yes? As she spoke, she glanced toward Maki.
Ah, so you're staying with Maki.
Oh,
That's good thinking. Hey, once we're done with the trial, can I get a massage? But of course, since you are here, Shuichi, may I ask you a question? The time of death was not provided, so I'm questioning everyone in order to determine it. When was the last time you saw Ryoma alive?
Right before I was kidnapped by Gonta yesterday, around 6 in the evening.
The last time I saw him was way before them. I didn't see him at all yesterday, actually. Then you are fine, Kaito. What is important is the last time someone witnessed him alive.
The last time someone witnessed Ryoma alive.
Gonta was the last one to see him alive, around 8 p.m. yesterday. Ryoma managed to avoid being captured by him by using his Shukuchi method. So Ryoma was still running around after I got captured. Furthermore, 30 minutes earlier, Miyu saw Ryoma as she was fleeing from Gonta.
In that case, Gonta's testimony is highly credible.
Yes, we at least know that Ryoma was alive yesterday until around 8 p.m. Wow. So, like, we've got a pretty clear picture of one aspect of the case, but I really have no idea who did it. That is a complete mystery still. I don't even really have any. Oh, is that the light? Floor looks weird. Ah. So tired. I shouldn't be. I guess I'm not tired. I'm just yawning. So this is Himiko's research lab. What were we gonna investigate again?
The trick that Himiko used in her magic show. I need to figure out how it works.
Well, you say that, but what if it was real magic? Real magic! With no tricks or mechanisms.
Well, that would be a problem.
But it's not just about the trick. I need to ask that guy some questions. Save him for later. This is a big cage. I might fit inside this. This has nothing to do with the case. Birds! Several swords standing in the humorous box. Nothing to do with the case. That's well hidden. It's a huge water tank. It looks like the one that was used in Himiko's show. It looks like the same tank Himiko used in the show. I guess this one was a backup. That's what Himiko told me and Kiba when we carried the tank out of here.
Then perhaps if we investigate this tank, we could learn the secret of the trick.
Encouraged, I began walking around the tank. I was looking for anything that could be a switch or mechanism.
What's this?
There's a segment of the tank near the top that opens up, but why up there? Ah, wait, perhaps it isn't random. this segment had to open up here. I also, maybe I'm still confused about why she couldn't, like, again, she wasn't tied up or anything. The trick is that she's dumped into a water tank and just has to climb out, right? And if they're like, oh, look, there's a hatch near the top that you can push out and then climb out of it. It's like, or you could climb an extra 8 inches and come out the top of the tank instead. Alright, talk to me. Did you do it? You did it.
What are you doing here, Tsurugi?
Huh? Well, I'm investigating. I know I'm playing, but it's plain to see I'm investigating.
Is that so?
No.
So, did you find any clues? I'm still thinking about that.
I don't think you can uncover clues just by thinking about them.
No. In fact, I still haven't found anything. Then get to it. Looking around is how you find clues. But I think leaving that guy alone is just plain bad. Tsumugi gave Kokichi a meaningful glance. So I've decided to plainly keep an eye on him. That way even plain old me could help out. She loves the word plain. It is an acceptable localization, but I'd like to know what the original was. Alright. Spill the beans. Spill the evil British beans. Hey, Shuichi, did you want to ask me something?
Okay.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. You are my favorite after all. When he says that, it sounds like he means the opposite. It makes me nervous.
あのさ、
I do, actually. It's about when we were kidnapped by Gonta yesterday. You snuck into our rooms to steal our Moodle videos, right? But is that all you were doing? You came back pretty late.
I see. You want to know my alibi for nighttime yesterday? That's a good question to ask. The gym is off limits during nighttime, so Ryoma was probably killed before or after. Which makes nighttime yesterday so suspicious, since everyone was doing their own thing.
Oi!
And what were you doing then?
と
It'd be easier if I explained step by step what happened while I was out last night. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi, Gonto brought Himiko and Anji. That was about 5 minutes before 9 p.m. Right after that, I left Gonto's lab and headed toward the dorms. I thought I'd be back in an hour, the start of nighttime, but something happened.
Something happened?
Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kirumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. Then she started criticizing my behavior and lecturing me on my manners and relationships. Can you believe that? I mean, who does she think she is? My mum or something?
確か
Didn't you ask Kurumi to be your mom earlier?
ひどいよね。
She just kept talking, and then finally let me go around 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around.
A whole hour?
Well, only the first half was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half. She was starting to bore me, so I turned around to leave, and then...
待ちなさい。
Stop right there. Our conversation is not over yet. I don't get to listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. Come on, Ms. Maid. Catch me if you can.
それは
Is that a request?
というわけで
Oh, did she kill someone by request? Maybe that'll come up later. And then, I guess Kirumi decided to take tag super seriously. I tried my best, but in the end she caught me a little before 10 p.m.
がっかりだよ
Then she started lecturing me again, and let me go when nighttime started. So do your alibis still hold up, even when she was chasing you around?
まあね。
We ran into each other a bunch of times, so yeah, they should hold up. Then, from 9 p.m. until nighttime, both Kokichi and Kirumi have alibis. After Kirumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. But by the time I returned to Gonta's lab, it was already 11 p.m. Then from 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi.
おお。
Oh yeah. I did see something odd while Kirumi was lecturing me. Something odd.
Something odd?
I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. I wonder who it was. A girl in her underwear? What the hell is he talking about?
ところでさ、
By the way, you didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaito? Where were you, and what were you doing? I was running around the whole time. I hid in bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school. I see. I think that's it.
さーて、そろそろ操作は飽きた頃かな。っていうか、とっくに飽きてるって？
Already tired of investigating? Oh, you've been tired of it for a while now?
まあ仕方ないよね。操作なんて別に楽しくないもんね。
Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all that fun, you see.
本番前の必要な手順ってだけでさ。
But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event.
いわばインターネットでひたすらエロ動画を漁っている段階なのです。
Kinda like searching the internet for that perfect porno video.
むしろそっちの方が楽しいって人もいますが、それはそれとして。
In fact, some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? Anyway.
お待ちかねの学級裁判を開きます。中庭にある裁きの祠まで集合してください。
The class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard.
ぷぷぷ。じゃあまた後でね。
So that was a shorter investigation than the first one. The first one really was like 2 hours long, but that, again, might have been that I was dilly-dallying. Or not dilly-dallying, but, you know, having a lot of conversations with chat. Looks like it's time, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you look so... Ooh, why do you look so worried now?
心配すんな。
Don't worry. You can do it. I believe in you. Believe in me?
どうして？
Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the cult.
バカ。
I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that?
What?
いいか。
Isn't that why you believed in Kaide? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but
信じてるぜ。
if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
周一。
Shuichi, we're still young. I can't die before I've had my first drink or gone to space.
やってやろうぜ。
If you're not going to get yourself in gear now, then when? Now's all you've got.
そうだね。
Yeah, Kaito, I know.
胸を張れ。
Yeah, that's the expression I wanted to see. That's my sidekick.
He's right. I just have to do it.
Oh, I have to believe in myself. I have to believe that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive together.
そうだ。
Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason.
I don't want to live. I want to die with everyone else.
No, I want to live. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. I can't die in a place like this. Never. Still torn on what this means. What does this actually mean? The whole business of, that we're all hooked up to machines or something. Because that would, of course, mean that people, when people die, they don't actually die. They're actually fine. And makes me hope that they don't wait until the end of the game and then go, oh, guess what? That was the twist. That it was all in VR. So one of the possibilities is that they're going to reveal that early, and then we're going to, like, actually have murders that matter. It's one of my thoughts. They really want us to talk to him.
心配すんな。
But he doesn't say anything. It's also really interesting that we, like I said, we had the little side conversation with those two. It was not one of the things that was listed, but it gave us truth bullets. So I think there are three possibilities. One is that after we got done in the fourth room, the magic room, they would have said, "Oh, let's go talk to what's her name before the trial," and we would talk to her, got the truth bullets, boom, it's over. Two would have been that that these are actually non-essential truth bullets, that they're missable and optional, that if you don't have these truth bullets, then these things just don't come up in the trial. Or three would be the most ambitious and the thing that you probably wouldn't expect, if going by the conventions of the game so far. The third possibility is that there is actually a different outcome to the trial based on whether you go out of your way to talk to them or not and get those extra 2 bullets. It's probably just the first one. But I like being open to this. I've got this paranoia that we're not in Kansas anymore. We're not in Danganronpa 1 or 2 anymore. Anything can happen, especially after the events of the first trial. Is everyone ready? Not like we have choice, right? You are quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained. We got nothing to worry about. Right, assholes? We'll find out the culprit, won't we? Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time. Right, Himiko? How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate! You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh? Aikido involves throws, not chops. That's not even See? See, she's got my back. She's the murderer. That's not even Aikido anymore, is it? This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then. Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial. Yeah, you're right. So we didn't last time, but this time let's talk to everyone. That's a monitor. Just tearing that... Are you cosplaying Deadpool right now? Is that what you're doing, Tsumugi? Himiko's so suspicious, she's gotta be a red herring, right? But I don't even know where to start unraveling the truth. I should have played more point-and-click adventures.
Yes.
This case will be so easy, especially with how obvious the top suspect is. Oh, we already heard him say this. Oh, wait. Something happened there? I didn't...
Yes.
Right, Himiko? I hear males pick on girls they like to get their attention, which means Kokishi must like Himiko. Huh? How do you know? Actually, why don't we focus on the class trial and save that conversation for later? This is turning out to be not so boring after all. Going to not wanna suspect friends. Something ought to, we have nothing to worry about. Atua sees all. His divine deduction will solve this mystery right away. Hey, Detective Dumbash, you've pinpointed a possible culprit, right? This murder was also triggered by Monokuma's motive, was it not? Which means there is a reason the culprit was desperate to live, right? And Ryoma, who became the victim, had no reason to live, correct? What are you implying? To kill because you have a reason to live. To die because you have no reason to live. I wonder, Which, I wonder, is correct?
ったくよ。
You're thinking too hard about it. Living things just gotta live. Anyway, no matter what happens to us, we gotta
だ
live.
よね。
Yeah, you don't really need a reason to live. That's just icing on the cake. A reason to live.
あのさ、
Sorry, but I don't know anything. If you think a child caregiver can help solve a murder case, then we're all in trouble.
そうよね。
This matter will be discussed in due time. We should save our arguments until then.
あ
Hi, I'm Himiko.
マジかよ。
Must you, Sean Connery? Must you really?
This whole thing is shaking like a big old vibrator.
Himiko's scared. Poor little thing.
あ
Yeah.
ー
What was that sound effect?
This vibration is perfect. If the penis mitre really works, I'll order a dozen.
Quit looking at Himiko like some kind of degenerate male. I did not calculate that we would gather here under these circumstances again. What would Kaede say if she saw us right now?
いいえ。
Himiko is not the culprit. No way, no how. I know Himiko better than anyone. I know all her secrets. I know her gender, her hair color, even her height. None of those are secrets. And finally, you. The culprit.
いいか。
Shuichi, before we head over there, let me give you some advice. Hero to sidekick. If you want to give up, wait until after you've done everything you possibly can. Wait, no, that's still no good. Okay, I won't forgive you if you give up. You got it?
Yeah, I got it, Kaito.
He's right. I can't give up. I made a promise to Kaede. I have looked at the Monokuma statue, which caused it to activate. Here goes nothing. The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were all silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing, just as we passed through the door. It started up again. Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves. The elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end. No. It was only just beginning.
いらっしゃい。
Welcome. You've hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the exocells to build this courtroom. But Father just took all the credit. But I am happy to be used as a slave by Father.
何言うてんねん。
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
かわいいな。
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
おや？
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and...
うぷぷ。
Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Oh, hinting? Hinting? Foreshadowing of some kind? Get it? They're not with us, as in they're no longer with us. You know what I mean?
あのね、
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives.
Then, the class trial began. New World Order V3. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro, after falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. That might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all, but if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth. To get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. In order to keep my promise to her, I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. It's interesting to note that it could be a minor detail, right? As far as I can remember, in the previous two games, when they do the 3 times and they show all of the people, the first time they show it, it's during the first trial when either one or two people have already died. So they show up and their portraits are redded out. This time around, the first guy who was killed is missing. They only show 15 people. So the first time they showed it, nobody was read. And then this time, 2 people were read, even though we have 3 people dead. Could just be because... Could be because he somehow is not part of the group. Especially because, A, he didn't have an ultimate that we knew of. And he was suspicious in other ways. Also, during that one cutscene where they show all of the blank pictures and one of them has Kaide in it, he's also dead, but he's not in one of the frames. So I'm just taking note of that, remembering it for later, filing it in the old brain. So I don't know that I have any concrete suspicions right now. It's like I said, anybody that I could think of, it's probably not them. So if I were to make a serious guess here, like, hey, everybody, check it out. My person that I suspected the most going into the trial, hey, oh, look, I was right. I would have to pick someone who had nothing to do with the case, like Kibo or maybe Orochimaru man. Like people who gave us no truth bullets and didn't do anything of consequence during the entire chapter. Those are actually the most likely people to have done it, right? Or Miyu. Miyu is going to be, involved a little bit, even though we didn't see her at all, but whatever. So I'll discuss a little bit more when we start the trial tomorrow, sometime between 6 and 7, hopefully a little earlier, hopefully closer to 6 than 7, because that'll give me enough time to do the whole trial in one day before I go to work. So tune in for that, and then tune in on Sunday as well when we do all of Chapter 3 in one sitting. Craziness. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.